Mike Schlappi, Hall of Fame Gold Medalist, author of Shot Happens. I was scared I was going to mess that up a little bit. Professional speaker, husband, father of 5, will inspire you with some workable strategies, tools, and mindsets that can be used to enrich your life. A story that began with a tragic accident has evolved into a lifetime of lessons and victories. Please join me, in welcoming Mike Schlappi.
Thank you. I welcome you. Hey, thanks. So, life was perfect. I grew up in a very small community in central Utah, 300 people. Everybody respected, supported, trusted each other. I'd look out at the mountains and the wide open spaces, and I knew in my soul that life was full of all these unlimited possibilities. My dad was a high school basketball coach, and I was being primed by my dad to be this exceptional athlete. My mom was busy raising a bunch of kids, and I grew to be about 5'9", and we moved to a larger town, Provo, Utah. A guy named Dennis Pitt. I happened to play college football there, if you ever heard of Dennis. Anyway, so life was just so good, and I had best friends Roger and Phil and Doug. And we'd listen to the Beatles, and we'd chase girls and play sports, and not in that order, but on this particular day, my best friends were waiting for me at Lake Ridge Junior High School. So the entire school and community, they're all excited about the championship football game the next morning. So I fixed my little sister Julie's flat bike tire, and I ran down the street, and I crossed the road, and I jumped up the curb, and I dashed through the grass, and I leaped up on the cement porch, and I started banging on the old screen door. Tori, another friend and teammate, said, Mike, come in. Come in. So I wandered through the house looking for my friend. Nobody's home. I ended up in his mom and dad's bedroom. I plopped down on the white bedspread. Where's my friend? He walked around the corner, heading my direction holding a gun in a brown leather case. Yeah, you know where I'm going with this, don't you? Hey, Mike, I like to play around with this gun when my mom and dad aren't home. This is my dad's off-duty police gun. I know where he hides it when he goes to work. I sat there, I listened, I was curious. He stopped 3 feet away, took the gun out of the brown leather case, flipped the cylinder that holds the bullets out to the side, started shaking the gun. I watched 4 little silver bullets come to rest on the white bedspread. I could have reached out and picked them up. I started doing math in my head, and I got to 4. And I thought, I wonder how many bullets that gun does hold anyway. I should have said something. This is an accident. My buddy thought he had an empty gun, very playfully, casually. Flipped that thing back in, spun it around, pulled it up to his hip, pointed it at my chest. Bang! I remember that sound. The bullet hit my chest, punctured my lung, missed my heart. I'm thankful to be alive. Hit my spine, knocked me back onto the bedspread. I passed out. My friend freaked out. I was regaining my consciousness. I couldn't breathe. I thought, this can't be real. This can't be real. But my friends here today, these things in life are real, aren't they? Death, divorce, failure. I tried to take another breath, and I thought, this is real. I've been shot. I can't breathe. I'm running out of air. My legs don't work. Nobody's here. My friend's freaking out. I'm going to die. I started bargaining with heaven. You ever done that? I started bargaining with heaven. If I can live, I'll change. If I can live, I'll help people. If I can live, I'll be a better person. I was afraid. I was scared. I just wanted to live. And I saw a blue phone on the wall before cell phones. I saw a blue phone on the wall, about from me to that podium on the wall. I wanted to get to that phone. Why? I wanted to call my mom. She was 5 houses away. I'm a mama's boy. I couldn't get to the phone. I was glued to the white bedspread. Last thing I remember is staring at that blue phone. That's it. That was it. That's all I remember. Until Tori was in my face. Had a hold of my shoulders. Mike, you're faking it. You're faking it. I know you're faking it. I pulled up my shirt. I showed him the hole in my chest. He ran back over to that same blue phone. Who do you think he called? 911. My mom. Better than 911. So he called my mom. My good mom answered the phone. My friend said, Mrs. Schlappi, come quick. Mike's been hurt. That's all he said. He threw the phone back in the corner, ran in the kitchen. The next 2 minutes were the longest 2 minutes in my life. But I hung in there. Why? I had hope. We all need hope. I had hope that my good mom would walk in that room, and you know what? She did. And before I go any further, I have a gut feeling there's a couple moms in this room. I want you to know you matter. Dads, you're decent. But moms, you really matter. And before I go any further, I happen to have a special person with me today. My mom's here. Mom, say hi to this audience right back here. That's my good mom. So my mom saved my life. She touched my hand, touched my hair, ran her fingers through my hair, anyway, she was there. She ran back to the same phone, called 911. Picture this, my friend's dad cruising the neighborhood in his police car. He came across his little radio. There'd been a shooting at his address. So he shows up, the ambulances show up. They rush me to the hospital. 15 minutes. That was the longest 15. I could have saved 50% on Geico or something. But anyway, 15-minute ride to the hospital, and the local newspaper said boy shoots himself, and father leaves loaded revolver on nightstand, star athlete, student by president clinging to life. All these things that weren't true in the newspaper. My girlfriend dumped me. 3 days, I found a new one, it's okay. What else happened? Yeah, my football teammates dedicated the game to me the next morning, 36-0. They lost. So things weren't going well. My nickname as a kid was Happy Schlappi. For the first time, my thoughts became a little bit crappy, Schlappi. And you know, my mom and dad would sleep at the hospital, my friends would pack the elevators. But when they'd go home, I'd be lying to you if I didn't tell you. There were a few times I thought, if I just pulled the plug out of the wall, all these machines and equipment, I could end it all. But I wasn't raised to quit. My friend that shot me showed up, just he and I. Sat next to me, we looked at each other, we both started crying. He gave me a book. He'd written on the inside, Mike, I'll never forgive myself, but I hope someday you will. This didn't just happen to me, did it? This happened to my family, my friends, the entire community. So 5 months in rehab. I had to change. In life, if you resist change, you fail. If you accept change, you survive. If you actually create change, you succeed. I'd work up a sweat trying to make my big toe flinch every day in rehab. I'd touch the bullet that was still in my spine. I'd think about all the things I'd lost. One day I started focusing on the things I had left. My 9th grade teacher would bring my homework to the rehab center. I got straight A's. That quarter of that semester that I got shot. I started to realize the power of the mind, the heart, the spirit, versus just the power of the physical body. I wondered if I could ever get a job. I mean, would you hire me? See, that's why I had to go into motivational speaking. I wondered if I could ever get another girl in my life. Now I live in Utah. I've got 5 kids. I got a couple wives. Utah. Well, through it all, I just wanted to be home with my family and friends. That's where my heart was. And one day they brought me a chair. In fact, Melvin, would you be willing to bring me that chair up here? So they brought me a chair, kind of like this. And I looked at it, and they said, Mike, if you can get in that chair, you can go home. And I remember I stood at that chair, and I thought, if I can't get in that chair, I can't drive. And if I can't drive, I can't go on a date. And if I can't go on a date, I can't get a girl. And if I can't get a girl, I might as well just pull the plug out of the wall and end it all. So you put your right foot in, you put your left foot in, and you transfer. Now, not a big deal, but it is a big deal when you don't have any stomach muscles, leg muscles, hip muscles. I had to go back to the basics. I had to